The Artist Room Podcast with Jess.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jess, the host for the Artist Room Podcast, where we talk about music, creativity, inspiration, and everything in between. And I'm super excited because today joining me is a rising local underground artist from Norfolk who is carving his own lane. Beyond the studio, he's an actor. Whether performing live or collaborating with creatives, he continues to expand his reach and sound. We have Rob J.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for
Yes,
coming
yes.
out. I know it's pouring outside.
Yeah, it was raining a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, we was determined to make it. And Norfolk State holds a special place in my heart because me and my brothers used to always be over here, and you know what I'm saying, so now to be doing something in here is super dope.
Yes, thank you so much for coming out and being dedicated. You have a lot going on. You don't only just make music, but you're an actor.
Yes.
You're also, I see some fashion.
Yeah, we got some little trends in there.
Yes.
Little trend. So that's funny you said that. Outside of doing the music, I do act. I just was in a Tubi film called Brown Sugar. So I made my Tubi debut. But prior to that, I've had some roles where I was able to work with like Ice Cube's son on a project. It was a show called Swagger that premiered on Apple TV. So it was him, and it was produced by like Kevin Durant's mom, and it was kind of like his story and whatnot. So that was kind of like my first like introduction into like, okay, this is something else outside of music that's still fun, you know what I'm saying? And they walk and go hand in hand. So I'm trying that out too, alongside with, musical ventures and everything else.
No, yes, I love that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
For putting yourself out there and going after what you want to do.
You got to do it.
I've never been on a Tubi movie, so that is a huge accomplishment.
For sure.
What inspired you to start making music? I know that's like a generic question, but we don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, really, it was my mom. She saw the potential in me and my little brother earlier on, and she was just like, if there's a Black History program, you're gonna sing the song. If somebody need a national anthem singer, you're gonna sing that. And along the way, I just kind of found my own as I got older. When I was younger, I really didn't want to do it for real. I just wanted to play sports and do stuff with my friends. But like after I graduated high school, I was like, nah, this could really be a career. And, I saw everybody and other people I knew from the area thriving and being successful. So I was like, you know what? Let me throw my hat in the ring. And I've been going at it ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I seen your latest single release, Beneficial.
Yes.
And then you also did a song with the baby.
Yes.
What is it called again? What I like.
Yeah, what I like. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're going to get into that a little bit later,
Okay.
but make sure y'all download and y'all stream.
Yes, please stream.
Yes, download and stream his latest singles and, keep on the lookout what he's going to do next.
For sure.
So more about your music. How would you describe your sound to someone hearing you for the first time?
I will say, because I have different kind of like styles, but I would say like modern like R&B with like some like alternative like splash in there. I like to make music that's for everybody. I like to make music like you can dance to, that everybody in the car can listen to, and just good vibes, because like I'm real heavy on the vibes. If the vibe's not right, when I'm putting out there, then it's like I don't want to be a part of it. So I try to put out as much like positive music and friendly music as I can. And it's something for everybody. If you don't like one song, you're gonna like at least one song of mine. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like them all, you can like at least one. And I take pride in that, and being able to go and do a lot of good things. You know what I'm saying, with my music. Yeah.
No, I definitely see that. Kind of when I was listening to some of your songs, obviously you're two completely different artists. I actually really don't like to ever do this. And I'm not saying that you are this artist or anything like that, but I get like a Chris Brown kind of vibe.
Okay.
Just like with the things that you talk about, like the fun kind of music, positive vibes, upkeep, kind of like something where you can vibe to.
Yeah, and that's crazy you said that too, because it's definitely one of my like biggest like musical like inspirations. Him being from here, and then also just be inspired by some of the things that he does. The type of music and how he makes people feel with his music and what he's able to do is what I want to do as well too. So that's good you picked up on that, because there's definitely a lot of inflections in there from that.
Okay, That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. And he really is from Virginia. I
Yeah,
forget
from
which
VA.
part, but
Tappahannock.
okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, I feel like where you're from really does influence a lot of the creation that you put out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask, how important is the city or community to you when you identify yourself as an artist?
Oh, very much so. I feel like it's your identity before they even hear anything. Like, you can say Virginia and right off the top, you say like Chris Brown or, even Pharrell. So when you think of both of those two, it's like they're household names, but they're also different,
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go into the hip hop side, you got like the Clips and you got Pusha T. Well, they are the Clips, but all the other artists out here that's doing their thing too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like gives you a stamp of like what's different, or like if you think of like a Timbaland, and he has like his different sound, so it kind of like speaks for you before you say that you're from the area. You know what I'm saying? So having that identity and being welcomed from the area is super blessing, and it carries you. So having that support is definitely, like a big deal.
Of
Yeah.
course. And what I love about this area is there are so many creators.
It is.
And a lot of people are open into collaborating as
For sure.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So going into the music that you put out so far, Beneficial, that came out in 2025?
Mm-hmm, yep. So that's my latest single with me and featuring my guy Virgil Ray, and that was our attempt at like the country-ish rodeo kind of vibe, because that was real big last year, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's still peaking now too, but we just want to do something fun and be able to perform. And before other things transpired, we had made a video that we were going to put out and try to do like a song too, and we might try to run it back this summer, but we had a whole little Boots kind of scenario thing that we were gonna run with, because yeah, right, so we might run it back this summer. We still got some youthfulness on the song, but yeah, that was my most recent single.
So are you a little country?
No.
I mean, it was just like an inspiration. I
enjoy the country vibes, and everybody can appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a city guy.
Okay. Just I gotta find out.
No question.
And with your single with What I Like with the baby, how did you go about, getting that collab?
Yeah, so shout out to my manager for that. He actually brought the idea of working with the baby to me. Prior to that, I wasn't even really listening to his music like that for real. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, hey, I like this guy's sound. Y'all should try to connect. And he was like, okay, bet. So at the time, we was making trips from here to North Carolina, back and forth. And then we just met his mutual people. So we met his manager's manager. And then we ended up just meeting people that just knew him. And so my manager, he went on Google and was like, let me find out this guy's information, and got his manager's information. And it was like a Google number. So at first we was like, I don't know, it's kind of different to have a Google, a Google number. But then he called the number, it was his real number.
Yeah, some people utilize that. I think it blocks spam calls.
Yeah,
and stuff
spam
like
calls.
that.
Yeah, and then we've gotten better with that, because even on the iPhone now, they have it where if somebody calls and they'll screen it before. But yeah, it was his real number. So then we talked to him. My manager was like, yeah, we know such and such, and this and the third, and it just helped the process along. And he was like, pretty much, long story short, he's like, all right, well, make a song. If you send it over to us, and he rocked with it, he'll record it on it, and
And he did.
And he did. And shout out, and I would do this too, because the same way that, people are quick to crucify artists, I want to also give him their flowers. Shout out to him and his team, because for him to be, when we got the feature with him, he was the number one rapper at the time, the top guy, you know what I'm saying? So for them to be able to reach back out on something that I had going on and doing, and, they got the features back to us too, fast. It was 2 days. They got it back to us. So him and his team, I don't have nothing to say negative, about them. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Yeah. I love that. It was a positive experience.
Yes.
So it was just something that he did, or I know that your manager set it up. Mm-hmm. I don't really know how to phrase this question because I don't want it to be invasive, and you can choose to share or not share. I completely respect that. Mm-hmm. Was it something that you had to pay him to get the feature?
Yeah, so we did. So we did some business alongside of that. Take care of him, and then we also did splits as well too. So a split on the song is a bigger percentage of the song goes to him, because obviously he's the bigger artist. Mm-hmm. So we're just trying to make it accommodating for them, since they was nice enough to make it happen for us, and we was able to come to an agreement, and shout out to them again too for clearing it, because sometimes you'll get a feature from a major artist. It's a lot of artists that get features from like big artists, and the songs can't come out because the artists won't clear them or the labels won't clear them. So for us to even get the song out was just a blessing in itself, really.
Yeah, because he did his part. And I asked that kind of question because a lot of underground indie artists are tuned in to the podcast.
For sure.
So this can kind of give them an idea.
Yeah.
And, advice for them as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you have the opportunity to work with a major artist, definitely do that. And I will also say for any artist that's, thinking about it, make sure that your paperwork is good. Make sure that like your BMI stuff is good. And if you want to do a video, because this one I messed up too. If you want to do a video with the person, make sure that you got it in the writing that, hey, we're going to do this song and we're going to do this video. Because we didn't do all that. We signed the other stuff, but we didn't get the part with the video. And so after we completed that part, it was a whole nother battle trying to, see about getting the video done. And it was just a lot. So for any artist tapping in, you get something with a major feature from a major artist, get your paperwork, make sure it's good so you can enjoy the full benefits of having an artist.
Yes. Thank you for dropping that gem.
For sure.
So I know I mentioned and you mentioned Chris Brown. Are there any other artists or even underground artists that help shape or influence your sound?
Oh yeah, definitely him. And there's so many creatives out here in the 757 that have been inspiring to me. I've met a lot of them coming up with this organization called Teams with a Purpose, and a lot of the guys now is doing their thing like Marv P, Truly Fresh. Who else was in the collective? It was so many guys that Testimony goes by Andre Love. You get nervous and rambling on the camera, but so many guys that I seen that's doing great things now. That's from here. There's another gentleman from here named Sincere. He's a singer. He's dope too from here. So many that you just get inspired by. Masego, he's from here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Masego's from out here, right at ODU. And a crazy thing is too, before he really popped, we did a benefit for the homeless at Old Dominion, and he was one of the performing artists, and we had performed together. We did like a freestyle session, and we all performed together.
I did not know that.
Crazy, yeah. So Virginia's loaded. You know what I'm saying? There's so many, and the late D'Angelo was from here, so so it's so much and so many inspirations. So it's something daily.
Yes, you're very tapped in.
Yes.
Showing a lot of love to other people. I feel like when you clap for others, when it's time to clap for you,
it's going to be right. Exactly.
Sure. I do kind of want to switch gears into your acting career
for sure.
So you were casted on To Brown Sugar movie on Tubi that was released in 2025?
Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Again, I'm going to congratulate you again because that's amazing.
Thank you.
So how was that? Like, tell us how you got in, your audition.
Yeah,
on set.
So I got put on from a close friend, and she was like, yeah, they're gonna be looking for people for this production. You should go ahead and just pull up. So we pulled up, and then I thought I was just gonna be standing in there. He's like, no, you got to say something. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, cool. So, which was dope. Stepping into my own, it kind of gave me the emphasis, okay, yeah, you can do this. So we recorded, and we shot my scene. We shot it for maybe 2 or 3 hours. So it wasn't anything too crazy because I was just in the club scene, but it was super dope. And I got to get some good tips in from some of the others, and it was just a lot of fun. So now I'm actively pursuing other roles to do as well too. And now it's not just enough to do just music. You got to also be able to do something else too. So I wanted to add the acting into it as well. So if you need somebody to deliver these lines, I deliver the lines. If you need me to sing a song, I sing a song. And I'm open to that.
Yes, a multifaceted artist.
Yes. Gotta be.
That. So I think that the role you played was kind of like the sleazy guy.
Yeah. They gave me the sleazy guy role, and I'll let you watch the film to see what happens for everybody else if you want to watch it. But I had a cool guy role, kind of overstepping my boundaries a little bit. Might have been a little lit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On set?
Yeah, or during the movie too.
Oh, you act? Okay.
Yep. So so the character, you know what I'm saying, and all, it was, lit himself, and you got taught a little lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hear that you're trying out for other things.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that we're going to find out soon? Is it a movie, a show, a commercial?
Yeah, so a lot of stuff I'm doing right now is in like the callback phases. I do auditions on a daily, and they'll give you like a time span. They're like, you're here back like a couple weeks or such. So I'm just doing that daily. I got something I got to get ready to do that's gonna be done on Sunday, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
So yeah, yep.
Okay.
So and again too, you know what I'm saying, it's for any artist you can relate, is just planting your seeds. So I could do something right now, I might not get a call back from it till next year. You'd be like, hey, you still doing it? Next year is exaggeration, by the way, but you could do something and not hear back for a long time, so
You just got to be ready.
you just got to be ready and do it, and just keep the fire, what I'm saying, burning and going.
One thing that I really love is when someone that you knew reached out and set it up for you.
Yeah.
Which, shout out to them.
Yeah.
You showed up. You didn't know. You didn't have. Well, I don't know if you had prior experience acting already.
Yeah, I feel like as an artist, you kind of get it a little bit, because you got to like, this stuff is going to be yours, but you got to also step into somebody else a little bit too, or like you're writing, and you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're a true artist in some kind of way, or been around theater or anything, you're going to be able to do something. Now, you might not be like Michael B or something right off the top, but I feel like you can do something, versus you just grab somebody random off the street and it's like, hey, do this. You're going to look at you crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So it's kind of like a impromptu or improv.
Improv, yep, and be able to do it too.
Okay.
Shout out to one of my bros on the live too, Champ OC, as well too. Well. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout
Champ
him.
OC.
Yes, indeed.
So this is kind of all over the place, but back to your music.
Oh, for sure. You good.
What song that you released so far, or maybe you're currently working on and haven't released yet, is kind of like special to you, means the most to you?
So I got this song. It's probably one of my first singles I ever made, called "Vibe Is Right." That was like my my really first like R&B song that I completely wrote on my own, that I felt comfortable enough to promote, and allow that to be like something I based my career off of. So if I had to pick something like older writing that, was just me, I would say that. And then, what I like, definitely, because, and I'm going to take pride in that, and always remember that, okay, I can get back to this point, because, that was with like a national artist, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I use that as my inspiration. Like, if I do it once, then I can do it again, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, this one's always going to have a special place in my heart. But all my music, in a way, has something special that's, connected to me, because I write, a great portion of my stuff. Like 90% of my stuff is, me writing it. Okay. And I might reach out for some others to get some like creative inspirations. But yeah, like 90% of it is like me. So all of them have like a special place like in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So when you're in the studio and you're making a song, like what does that process look like when you're making a song? So
it's changed. So when I used to record, I used to have like the songs already kind of like done, and I used to practice them, so when I get in the studio I could just sing them real good. But now, and especially with like how music is going, it's more like the vibe. So I'll know the beat, and I'll probably like write a hook, but I'll go in there and then I'll freestyle a verse. I'll start like humming something, and then we'll put it, down, in that way. Just because how music changes, stuff like that now too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll go in there and really go at the top.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't even write it down anymore?
I have the hook. So the hook I'll have done, like if I listen to the beat, I'm like, okay, I know I want to say this in the hook. And then after I record the hook, like when the verse starts, I'm like, oh, all right, I'll start humming stuff, and then we just put it down. Okay. So it goes line by line. So if it's like you'll hum something and you're like, oh, I like that, and you listen to it and what it says the most, that's what you like say in the song. So it's like, it's a rumor, but it's true that if you're in tune enough, like the songs write themselves, and that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's next up for you? Any upcoming projects, collaborations, or goals you're working towards? I know you spoke a little bit about you're still auditioning for callback.
Yeah, yep. So definitely would love to do some future production. Be on the lookout for that. And I actually got a single getting ready to drop too, called Anybody. So that's coming really soon. I'm excited. That'll be my first single dropping of the year. and it's gonna lead into some other good things too that's coming. But yeah, the single's on the way, and you get some more acting in and enough performances, and just have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it is.
Busy man.
Yes.
He's busy. He's out here in the 757 doing what it do.
Yes, there. Facts. I like that.
So it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. Just stay tuned. Say it again.
The single you talking about anybody?
Anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Facts.
It's
Yes,
coming soon.
Yes.
It's a surprise drop. I'm not gonna pressure him to give us a date.
Yes, right. It's coming soon.
There's no date.
It's a date, but it's coming.
Okay. So one thing I always like to do at the end of my podcast is to share 3 things you're grateful for.
Okay.
So
Cool. So I go right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Show 3 of them. So I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for opportunities like this for artists to be able to come in and have a platform. And I'm grateful for optimism to see what's next. Grateful to God first. What am I doing? Grateful to God first. But, all those things like the optimism and being able to do all these things because it keeps us, inspiration keeps artists going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Rob J.
Yes, thank you.
Definitely from the moment we first started talking, very positive person. I can hear it in his music. You can see it here today.
Thank you.
Definitely follow him on his socials to stay tuned on when he does drop his next single, Anybody, and to also download and stream his previous singles as well.
Yep.
And to stay tuned in any roles that he's going to do on any
Facts.
movie, show, commercial, any
Facts.
of that. So let them know where they can follow you.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at RobJOfficial, on Google, RobJOfficial, anywhere you could think of to search. I got it up there.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And make sure to follow me at Where's Jess,
Facts.
WHERSJESS, and to follow and subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff to the Artist Room podcast. And thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank
you, Rob J,
you.
for
Thank
coming
you.
through.